Oh, it's 4:34. Yes. I just got in here about 5 minutes ago. You know, it's very frustrating as an American citizen to not have anybody enforce the law. I was on trial in Clallam County for the allegation of violating a protection order. Yes. And I was arrested and arraigned on uh, January 5th of 2016. And for an officer of the law to tell me that I should speak to my public defender when I wasn't in that city, ouch. You have no idea how frustrating it is to get arrested for violating a no contact protection order. Yes. On January 4th of 2016 for the violation day and time of December 31st of 2015 at 7:47 a.m. Now, when my public defender would not get the evidence that I was not in Squim, and I sent you a million emails, 1,700,000 emails, for some stupid reason, you think that I'm going to agree with what you're doing. Now, since January 4th of 2016, you have had me in jail and you've had me in court hearings without a valid court order. And then you refuse to admit the evidence that I was not in that city. Now, I'm thinking that Judge Porter, at any moment over the last, 2 years, I mean, it's on July 31st of 2018, 2.5 years, at the moment that Judge Porter found out that Paul did not commit that crime and he shouldn't have been on trial, he could have declared a mistrial and he could have removed the protection order. But the judges of Clallam County refuse to understand how very frustrating it is that you decided to arrest me for a crime that I didn't commit. Now, Judge Porter should have heard from somebody that Paul wasn't in Sequim, Washington on New Year's Eve of 2015. Any police officer that's gotten any of the 10,000 emails could have walked across the street, could have informed the judge that Paul was not there. Pooch. He could have declared a mistrial. Ooch. He could have removed the protection order because it was used to wrongfully arrest me and have me in prison. Pooch. And you could have given me the information about where my sons are at. But you had to be hard-headed assholes. Now, the police and sheriff's department at any moment could have went to the bus department, the CTS. Yes. They could have asked for the footage. They could have seen that I was on the bus. They could have said, yep, he wasn't there. Could have walked across the street, could have informed the judge, and the judge could have removed the whole case from the docket. Could have required that I didn't have a mental health evaluation. Now, every day I've emailed you the documentation. Quite a few of the emails had the information that I'm making the video of right now. And instead of the police department doing the simplest thing, just watching the video from CTS, yes, and then informing the judge that Paul did not commit the crime, and then obligating the judge to remove the case, yes, and then removing the protection order. Every individual in this county had to be total fucking assholes. Now, what would have that done to the 2-count criminal complaint in Brennan, Washington? If on or about, because I was emailing you in 2016, ooch, let's say it was March 2nd of 2016, approximately 27 months ago. Oh. And somebody had taken it upon themselves to want to prove the innocence of an American citizen. I wouldn't have gotten arrested for the allegation of the 2-count criminal complaint of cyber stalking and violating a protection order. Hmm. But you just wouldn't do it. You thought it was fucking funny. Now, I happen to have been in this library on December 31st at 4:48 p.m. I gave you a screen print of the actual email that I had sent at that time, proving that there was no way that I could have been in Sequim, Washington on December 31st of 2015 and that I did not commit any crime of domestic violence. But instead of the sheriffs and the police department doing what common sense would have said, I think we should tell the judge that he wasn't there. Now, the officer said, "We'll talk to your public defender." And I thought, no, I don't think I will. Now, you had everything necessary to prove my innocence, and you decided to completely fuck me over for the last 2.5 years. And then you want to be angry at me if you get arrested for any sort of deceit, trickery, deception, pooch, or propagating any half-truth that I'm a mentally ill man for not knowing where I was at on December 31st of 2015. Because that's what you stupid fuckers have been doing.